Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. It's I don't know what to say. This week just kind of been kind of if to me. I'm not gonna lie, all through 2020 and kind of going through this year, I haven't really been that interested in comebacks recently. But some did grab my attention, so we're gonna go through them today. And yeah, also I got these. I don't want to fall, both from AliExpress. I've never really done fake nails before, but I thought I'd just try them while I go through the comebacks. Yes, I think recently, like towards the beginning of this month, I think it's Woowa, the new girl group. They came out with, I think it was their second single album with I Don't Miss You. And I personally didn't like it, but I still feel like I'm gonna end up stunning because, like, even though I didn't like the song, I ended up really liking their vocals. I was getting into them because I like to do this because, like, if you guys didn't know, if you couldn't probably tell, I am a fashion student. So fashion and the styling was one of the main things that got me into K-pop. So I watched literally every single live stage that is available, and I gave each and every one of them a score out of 10, and then I gave them the average. And Woa, I still can't, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments please, I still don't know how to say the name, but I'm gonna say Woa. They got a score of 5.5. So after going through all of them, I would say my fave was definitely like the red and white sweater and cardigans. Like, they were definitely the best for me. Like, as soon as I saw them, they looked so cute. Like, the styling overall was nice. It was kind of basic because it was pretty much just cardigans and like low-key a school uniform aesthetic, which I don't mind from aesthetics, but like, I don't like it when groups are dressed in literal school uniforms. Yeah, like if they want to like sweaters and skirts or like style them a little bit and have like, that kind of aesthetic, it doesn't really bother me as much. Like giving them literal school uniforms or like literal just uniforms, I'm personally not that much a fan of. So MCND with Crush. Now this was interesting for me because first listen, I wasn't quite sure how to feel about Crush. Like, after I listened to Crush again, it's starting to grow on me. Like, it has the kind of like 90s like vibe. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Like, I'm not that well versed on music terms or music like decades. So if it doesn't, and it's a different decade, please correct me. With styling, I ended up giving them a 5.7, with my favorite stage being the one from the show. Actually, no, I think my favorite was from the M Countdown one they did. Kind of disappointed me. Like, I don't know why, but I was expecting it to be just like a little bit more colorful, and just wasn't. Like, every time I looked at it, it just like, it was decent but just didn't quite work. And like, personally, my favorite comeback of this month, Victon. Like, what I said was literally just perfect in every way. from the song to the album to like even the styling. Like for styling, I ended up giving them, and for Victon, they got a 29.7. And without a doubt, my absolute favorite was the M Countdown, the first one they did. Like, if I can find the image, I'll image the images here. But that, everything about that was just perfect to me. Like I gave them a score of 10 for that, because whoever the stylist did for that show was absolutely perfect. Like, genuinely just, I loved everything to do with that stage. Just Victon in general have been becoming just so great. Like their discography, like before, the only reason I knew them was because of Nostalgic Night, which I did like, but I never listened to because like it was just such a, like a sad, sort of like melancholic song, and I was just like, okay, that's nice, but like I don't want to be down every day. Like, I'm sorry that sounds really sad to say, but like generally like it was kind of like a somber mood, and like I didn't want to be in that mood every day. But then after that, they've just been getting better and better, and I'm actually very excited to see what they do next. So, favorite song of the album, definitely Unpredictable. Like, I don't know what yours is, but mine is absolutely Unpredictable. That song is so good. Just, it is honestly so good. Like I had to listen to the album several times because I don't know why. Probably because I'm not that well versed with the group. But first listen, I genuinely did not know that there were solos in the album. Like, it fully just skipped my mind. I didn't even register. I was like, oh, they have solos. Only one person singing. It skipped my mind. Didn't even pay attention. After Victon, we have T1479. Okay, but can we talk? Like, ignore the nails, but like, can we talk? Who is letting all of you just be out here naming these boys after your Wi-Fi password? Like I just want to know, cause what kind of name is that? Like, why would you do that to them? Like T1419. What is that supposed to mean? Like, watching their debut, like even like I'm really like I watched the live stage too, and they're very clearly a dance focused group, which isn't bad. Like, their dancing is very good. The dancing is borderline amazing. Like, the opening they had in like all of their stages while I was researching them, they are very it's very clear that they're very good dancers. They trained immensely hard. They are great dancers. They only have like 2 comebacks and live stages that I could find, and out of those 2, styling is definitely better on the show, but only like a little bit. The yellow outfits, it kind of looks a little bit like a prison outfit, but like with the aesthetic they're going, I didn't mind it. I thought it was kind of cool. Like I liked it. But again, maybe it's just me, but like they're still doing like some groups, they're still doing like the whole loud music trend from like 2018, which is like I thought we were past this. I thought we were past this. Like, why are we still doing that? Like, it's the same way I feel about like groups who still make title tracks with no chorus. Like, I thought we were past this. Like a rookie group too quickly, because rookies almost, like groups in general, almost never stick to the same genre of music they do as when they debut. Like, sometimes that can be good or bad. Like, it is bad sometimes, because like sometimes I do prefer their debut music, but I've come to notice like groups in general, like boy group or girl group, they just never stick to the same genre. Which next we have ONEUS. This one hurt, like genuinely, because I really like ONEUS. Like, I think I got into them doing like, what's the name of the song again? Lit, lit. That was the name of the comeback. Like, I got into them during the Lit era. Like, their discography out of boy groups is probably like one of my top 10 favorites. But that being said, I just really didn't like this. Like, I didn't like it. I really didn't. I did not like it. Just like, why? Cause like when I first heard that it was gonna be called No Diggity, like maybe it's just me, like, cause I hadn't watched the teasers then, but my mind immediately thought that this was gonna be like another like IOI situation of like they were remaking a popular song, cause you know like how IOI did with What a Man. Like, I thought that that's what they were gonna do, so I was expecting like this whole like kind of like R&B old school type vibe, and then I watched the trailer. I was like, oh, okay, we're not getting that. Like, that's not what they're serving us. That's not what they want. Which I'm just like, okay, it's cool, cool. And teaser, and you know how you can just like sense you're not gonna like something. That was me. Like, I just, like, I don't know what it is, but I knew that this is not for me. This is not the vibe for me. And I was right. Which again sucks, because I actually really, really like ONEUS. I really, really wanted to like this comeback, but I did not. I didn't like it. And styling wise, maybe it's just the whole concept in general, but I wasn't really that impressed either. Like, they got an average of 39.4, which sounds like it should be good, but like that's pretty much only because that of me just really, really liking the clothes they wore on the Inkigayo stage. Like, despite not liking the song, I still watched every comeback, and well, not every stage. Maybe because again, like, clothes interesting. I like clothes, especially in K-pop, because they're very interesting how they do fashion. It was different, but it still worked, if that makes sense. Cause like, part of the reason why I really didn't like the comeback stage was because, like, yes, they're pretty much all wearing different things, but it fell flat for me. It just didn't really work. Okay. Next, we go into the ladies of Cherry Bullets. I would just say, I feel like, is anyone else just kind of glad that Cherry Bullets seems to be going back to their original concepts? Because, like, they had, like, a short little detour with Hands Up into, like, more teen crushy / girl crushy concepts, which I personally didn't mind, because, like, Hands Up is pretty much literally what got me to stand them. but I do feel like they just suit brighter concepts better. Like, in my opinion, even with Love So Sweet, Q&A is still their best title track. Like, they just did. That song is just so easy to listen to. Okay, my nails look really. I did terrible. This is embarrassing. Please do not laugh at me. I will fix them off camera, but I'd rather just talk for now. Okay, so styling, they got a 36.6. Overall, the outfits were just kind of like meh, like cute. She's nice. She's cool. Like, they're on theme. They're coherent. Nice color scheme. Very nice. But I will say, absolute favorites were the music show ones. Like music core. Or is music core and music show the same thing? I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can tell. Why the hell did, like, I'm not really good with names, but like, anyone who's watched that performance, why the hell did the stylist give that one girl like a silver frilled skirt? Like, like it could, that set of outfits could have been so great. Like, everything else looked so cute, and then I looked down and saw her skirt, and I was like, why? Like, why? It's so ugly. Like, couldn't you just give her jeans or something? Like, 'cause, like, the top itself wasn't even that cute, but it was kind of like, but they didn't just go with the bottom half. It's like, why? AB6. Okay, and like, I don't know if this is a comeback, like a title track, or just like a B-side, but I know they came back with the song Stay Young, and it's like I feel like it's like your typical like soft ballad winter song. Like, I've noticed that a lot. 86, they got a score of 43.4 for styling. Again, mainly because, like, again, like, these scores seem really high, but just that, like, not, some groups have a lot more stages than others, because, like, they started in, like, December and all that. Like, or maybe they're just, like, from a bigger company, so they can perform more. I think it wasn't bad. It was just kind of, like, basic and average. Like, it was very much just sweaters, white sweaters, blue sweaters, like, just very light and pastel. Not bad, just boring, to be honest. Dreamcatcher, they just came out with Odd Eye, which I love. That song is so good. I can't remember listening to the album, which is weird because I feel like I did, but I can't remember. Like, my mind is like blanking right now. I can't remember any songs off the album, but I know I listened to it. Does that make sense? I don't know. Like, Odd Eye so far kind of give me mixed feelings, because, like, song wise, if you're talking like strictly just a song, I feel that it is one of their best. Not my favorite, but like, it is definitely one of their best. Easily top 5 for me. For, like, personally, it's top 5 for me at least. But then watch the music video over and over again, and just like, I don't know what it is, but something is just kind of lackluster about the music video. Cause, like, again, like, I know, well, it sounds kind of dumb, but like, obviously, like, production teams and like companies can't have the same thing they always have, because we are in fact in a perpendicular. We are currently in a parasonic, so things cannot be back to normal. I'm aware. But like, they came out with Scream and Boca last year, which, in my opinion, easily two of their best music videos. So then to have Odd Eye just kind of like, maybe I was just expecting just a little bit more, because like I watched it several times, like as you do. I was rewatching it, and every time it's just like something about it feels just a little bit more like a performance video than it does a music video, if that makes sense. Like, styling wise, I haven't given them a score yet, because I'm not sure if, but if we're going just off the video, I feel like this is pretty like common, like a pretty popular opinion, but like easily the red outfits, like the red snake print outfits just look amazing on literally everyone. It's kind of hard to not love those. The one and only Hyuna back with I'm Not Cool, and like I've seen people say this before, but Hyuna just has this like special quality about her that makes you like her work and makes you like her. Like I was watching other reactions and it was just like two people said it, like listening to I'm Not Cool, if it was by any other artist, probably wouldn't like it as much, but because it's Hyuna, you like it. Like, I don't know how he manages to do that, but it works. I don't think I'm Not Cool era is done, but she already has quite a few stages out already, and she got an average of 50.1. Not surprised. Like, all her looks this era have been beautiful. Like, Hyuna has this certain aesthetic that it's so pretty and quirky. Like, if I were to see it on myself, I probably won't like it, but on her, it just works. Like, it's so pretty. My favorite one is easily the music core one. Like, the leather jacket and like denim shorts. Easy 10. She looks phenomenal. Oh my god. Like the jewelry on her eyes, like the little like bedazzled and the little bedazzled like anklet she has on one of her boots. Just everything about that is perfection. Whoever her stylist is deserves a raise, because that was beautiful. Lastly, for styling, we have Golden Child with Burn It. Golden Child's another group that I got into last year with Wannabe. Actually, I think it was one. Yeah, it was one and Wannabe. Like I found Wannabe through one, but both of them are just so good. Honestly, kind of let me down. It was kind of disappointing, to be honest. Like, they got an average of 16.8. The suits with like the harness and the leather, it was kind of boring. Like, especially the like they just kept wearing black. It was like, with how dramatic the song was when you go to the live stages, and like it was a little underwhelming, to be honest. Which kind of sucks because again like kind of just like I just wanted it to be better. We didn't really see any trends form yet, so I'm very curious for what February is gonna bring. Because I feel like that's kind of when the ball starts rolling and we kind of see how the year is gonna go. And I heard, allegedly, I'm not sure about this, but I feel like Chungha's album is coming out very soon. So either like February or the month after. I'm just looking forward to it. So yeah, that's everything. Please feel free to watch my past videos, which I will shall put here. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, which I shall put here. And like and subscribe. Come back for the fun times, because I am working really hard in being more consistent and not disappearing for months like I did last time. Leave a comment, let me know how you feel, let me know what your favorite outfit was, and I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you next Saturday.